Tai is in the blue, and Lucas Valente is in the white, representing Gracie Barra. And it's Tai that time's a great guard pull here. Lucas Valente definitely known for his bottom game. Tai looking maybe to change things up here as he enters into the De La Riva. Smart approach perhaps from Tai as he showed off yesterday his great passing game in both of his matches. But Lucas Valente looking to pass on top, also has a cross-collar choke here, but Tai uses the momentum and commitment to maybe pull off a sweep. But there it is, 2 points for Tai, an advantage for Lucas Valente. This makes things interesting, as now we are in the very dangerous guard of Lucas Valente here. Tai using that signature leg pin passing there as he steps onto the shin and calf of Lucas Valente.
Starting to become adopted by other competitors. And it's always a good show. That's the best thing, it's a show. Yeah, Lucas Valente, interesting the way that he's using the kind of the very bottom of the lapel, the handle, and using his foot inside it, almost like you would a spider guard, right? And I think the Tai is really, really aware of how frustrating that can be. You'll look at a triangle there from Lucas Valente.
Yeah, Lucas Valente can be said to have a somewhat conservative game, but now that he's down on points, he's forced to be a little more active than I think we would normally see earlier in the match. Creates an exciting dynamic here as he's ferociously going after Tai Ruotolo.
Lucas Valente, of course, 2019 IBJJF World Championship silver medalist in this lightweight division. Lost to the one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Famer Lucas Lepri, in that match. But Lucas Valente, I don't think he got a point scored on him in that entire tournament. And it's very rare to see his guard ever get threatened in his weight class. The only time I've ever seen his guard get passed was when he moved up to middleweights. But in the lightweight division, man, there are very few people who can really test that guard of his. Can we just say, how good is it to see Tai Ruotolo competing in the final four of the World Championships as a black belt? This guy only got his black belt in December after winning the brown belt World Championships in the final against his twin brother, Cade Ruotolo. And 6 months later, after what Andre Galvao told me was a very little gi training because he's been bouncing around between gi and no gi. Tai's just like, yeah, sticks the gi on and full send, just going to go to Worlds and see what happens, and takes out a couple of really big names along the way. To get into this semi-final match, Tai Ruotolo, his first match was against Jonathan Alves, the #1 seed. Beat him by points. Then his quarterfinal match, Levi Jones-Leary, Pan champion, European champion, beat him very convincingly. And then Lucas Valente to get into this match. Lucas Valente is the #6 seed. So he had to work his way through a pretty stacked bracket. Beat Daniel Aquino of Checkmat first, Marcelo Fausto of Checkmat, again another second Checkmat representative in his second match. And then Leonardo Quimares of GF Team. So he's had kind of a bit of a slog to get here. Now the stakes are high. I feel like Valente, he's got this close guard, and we know how dangerous his guard is, but all the activity appears to be from Ruotolo on top. And Valente's not really initiating many attacks from bottom, and I'm wondering if the referee will be taking a look at that. We've seen it so far today that the referees have been pretty quick to issue stalling penalties. I feel like Valente can't get too comfortable in his position. You can see in the background here the very distinctive figure of Cade Ruotolo, twin brother of Tai Ruotolo, sat in the coach's chair. It is a shame not to see Cade in action here at this World Championships, but doesn't have the necessary points to be able to compete.
Representing Fight Sports, and representing Jiu-Jitsu, Jonathan Crazy.
Yeah, I gotta say that this close guard position from Valente, the Tai is, he's finally managed to get it open. He's very active in trying to pass, but I said I do wonder at what point the referee says that, okay, you need to initiate an attack from bottom. This is a little bit better now. Valente is using those grips to try and set up an angle, possibly invert underneath. Oh, look, a little footlock there from Ruotolo. Ruotolo's guard passing style is somewhat unconventional, and I think that actually it's caught a few people by surprise. The way that he goes side to side, the way that he tries to separate the legs away from the upper body. This, as you mentioned, Chase, before, the way that he uses this stomping kind of motion with the sole of his foot, stepping on his opponent's legs. The footwork.
And relentless pacing, right? Tai Ruotolo has a gas tank that just doesn't quit, and he uses it to break his opponents. You know, he said it openly in interviews that he looks to wear them down and force that mistake that wouldn't occur if they had a little bit left.
Some wrestling here from Valente, standing on his feet. Tai Ruotolo kind of clubbing on the back of the head. Will he go for another takedown? Yes, he will. That's two. Outside single. Now he's putting on the pressure, testing that flexibility. A 4-point lead with less than 90 seconds in this match. And the onus is very much on Lucas Valente to get busy here. Look at this. Going for the back take is Ruotolo.
You gotta love the confidence from Ruotolo. He's out there having it. Oh,
we're moments away from confirming one of our first finalists. It's not over yet. Just less than a minute left on the official clock. Ruotolo a 4-point lead. Unconventional. Look at the stance. Look at the way that he's almost threatening it to jump over the top of the flying armbar. Now we see a takedown there from Valente, but wow. Flying attack! Ruotolo going for the flying triangle. Almost turns it into an ankle pick on the way up. Ruotolo with a very interesting 2-on-1 grip here. Possibly even looking for a wrist lock. I don't know where that hand is. But we are 5 seconds away from seeing Tai Ruotolo in his first World Championship final as a black belt. This rookie black belt just punched his ticket into the final of the lightweight division.